The center teachers set to walk off the job next week. Clark County clears the way for development near the fairgrounds. And should Clark County today censor a controversial letter to the editor? We'll talk about all that and more on today's edition of the Weekend Review from ClarkCountyToday.com. Hey everyone, a very happy Friday to you. Let's start you up in Le Center, where teachers voted earlier this week to authorize a strike if a contract agreement can't be reached by August 28th. Educators say a one-year deal reached last year left them the lowest paid teachers in Clark County. Now, the district says they're offering a 9% raise this year on top of 7.6% agreed to last year. Teachers say the district is holding back some of the money meant for their salaries, but Superintendent Dave Holmes insists that not only have they spent what was given to them, they've cut back other programs to free up money for teacher salaries. On Tuesday, Clark County councilors approved a funding package that clears the way for development on 2,200 acres near I-5 and 179th. The deal, which includes over $26 million up front from 5 developers, will help pay for traffic improvements and allow the county to lift an urban holding designation that has prevented property owners from selling to developers. The county expects full build-out of the area could bring in close to $300 million in revenue, along with well over 5,000 units of housing and 7,000 plus jobs. Temple Lentz was the lone councilor to vote no over concerns that an economic downturn could leave the county holding the bag for the cost of those road projects. The Clark County Sheriff's Office is looking into body-worn cameras for deputies. Providing them for the 80 deputies in the department could cost up to $500,000 in just one-time expenses, and at least that much every year. But a study done for the Sheriff's Office indicates the savings and other benefits could offset that cost, including fewer use of force complaints, better training, and even revenue from a tiered payment system for public records requests. County Sheriff Chuck Atkins says this is just information at this point.
We certainly don't want anything that gets in the way of the community being transparent and to the community as to how we act and how we respond. Because I have full confidence in my agency that our people, more often than not, and I'm going to say 99% of the time, are doing the absolute right thing. They're doing the best that their training provides for them, and they're doing the best that they can in the moment.
Vancouver police have also been looking into body cams following several officer-involved shootings earlier this year that frustrated the area's minority population. Both Atkins and Vancouver Police Chief James McElveen say they're in favor of body cams if people are willing to pay the cost. In his editorial this week, ClarkCountyToday.com editor Ken Vance, with considerable help from our administrator Heidi Wetzler, addressed the difference between opinion-based content and news. Specifically, Vance shared with readers the way we present both opinion-based content and news, and our strong desire not to filter submissions from readers in the community regardless of the ideology or beliefs expressed. Now, the column came on the heels of a firestorm created by a letter to the editor that Vance published about immunizations and the new Washington state law addressing parents' ability to claim a personal or philosophical exemption to vaccinating their school-aged children for measles. Wetzler's contribution came from her comments on a thread on Clark County Today's Facebook page, in which she definitely described how some readers have become, quote, accustomed to news organizations censoring their content. If you want to weigh in, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. All right, how about some good news this week? 2 brothers are about to embark on an incredible journey to help end homelessness in Clark County. Jacob Graneman has the story.
On September 5th, 2 brothers will set out on a journey of over 2,400 miles, propelled by their own stamina, bicycling the whole way. Open House Ministries chaplain Mark Roscom and brother Mike will trace the great distance of Route 66 in an effort to raise $66,000 for the homeless shelter and aid organization. Together, they possess decades of cycling experience, with Mike having completed a 4,200-mile ride 2 years ago. The brothers ask for prayers for the journey as well as Open House, and if you feel compelled to partner with them, to know you are helping put an end to homelessness through hope.
Mike and I love to bicycle together, and it's our dream to raise $66,000 for bicycling Route 66.
I spend a lot of time visiting Mark here at the cycle shop, and I'll be working, volunteering there when I retire. But that kind of where it started is, about a year ago we started looking at the idea of this Route 66 ride. So that's really what started the thing where we started cycling together. And I think it's something that really connects. And even now with the Route 66 and open house, people are they get it, and our little moniker is breaking the cycle of homelessness. And so we kind of tied that into that, and people seem to really be connecting with that.
For ClarkCountyToday.com, I'm Jacob Graneman.
Now, Vancouver School District and iTech Preparatory have something to brag about after one of their middle school history teachers won statewide History Teacher of the Year. Jean Zingali won the award after using unique and inventive teaching methods, including field trips and virtual reality. Zingali is now in the final 10 nationwide for the national award, which brings a $10,000 grand prize and resources for the school. Zingali says he loves teaching history because of how it can inform students about current situations and topics around them, and his opportunities for many exciting learning methods. He credits his success to his wife, his fellow teachers, and his own high school history teacher. Best of luck in the finals, Mr. Zingali. Now let's check in with Mr. Valencia for your Week in Review sports update.
Hello, everybody. Hey, this week featured the greatest day of the year, or at least one of the best days of the year, the first day of high school football practice. We started out by going to Ridgefield for a midnight practice. The next morning, we went out to Union, the defending Class 4A state champions. In the afternoon, a visit with Mountain View, the 3A GSHL champions and a state semifinalist last year. We wrapped up our tour of Wednesday's practices by going to Hawkinson, the two-time defending Class 2A state champions. Over the next few days, we at Clark County Today are going to visit all 18 programs in Southwest Washington. And next week, we'll start our previews. It's football season, everybody. That's a great thing to celebrate.
All right, thank you so much, Paul. And there you have a quick look at just some of the stories you'll find this week at ClarkCountyToday.com. If you have a story idea to share, send us a tip via email, news@ClarkCountyToday.com. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a terrific weekend. We'll talk to you next week.